start to talk, yeah, you know, he's talking about the chimp paradox. There's so many sportsmen and women that have been speaking about that over the last years. I think you start to be even more pressure because there's more scrutiny. They're saying, look, is he right mentally? Is he strong enough to actually deal with that with another last day at the Masters or another last day at a major tournament? That's what's going to be around him now. I just think personally, from a personal point of view, if I've ever worked, because I worked with a psychologist for a while when I was at Sunderland, I just kept it to myself. Look, it's my own thing. I'd rather just keep my head with, you know, going to see a psychologist, going to, maybe if I'm having troubles on the pitch.
How did that work? How did it come about?
It come about through a friend put me in contact with a psychologist over in England called Keith Power, who was working. He worked with David James. He worked with a couple of footballers. Personally, it didn't really work for me. I have to say that it didn't really work with me. But I think I did initially 6 sessions with him, and it was just basically about positive. Obviously, they're around the positive thinking. Certainly the time when I came into football was more around the fact is it's just get out and get on with it. Basically, when you know full well there's so much now from a mental point of view that all sorts of players would be going through, all sorts of participants would be going through. So I just decided, look, I'll take it upon myself to try to maybe adjust things in my own head, try to just put a bit of perspective on things as well, try to get a bit more relaxed and try to get the best out of myself. I felt as though it didn't necessarily work for me. I didn't. Now maybe it should have been something I should have stuck with long term over a number of years, tried to maybe really go into it and try to adjust myself in a certain way long term.
Did the club know you were doing it, or did
no?
You, no.
And
did you tell anybody at the club at all?
No one at the club at all.
Right,
no,
wow.
I didn't say anything. It was just my own thing off my own bat. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Why did you feel you needed it?
I wasn't playing well. Didn't have a great relationship with the fans, and I think that was affecting me when I was going onto the pitch. You see, I'd gone in such a level where I'd gone from, say, Preston North End, where I was playing 3rd Division football or League 2 football as it is now, to Premier League football within the space of about 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, I'd gone from probably being one of the most sought after players outside the Premier League during that time, and then I got to the Premier League. I think, you know, maybe international debut didn't quite go as well as I would have wanted. It took a while for me to become established. Then I started to feel comfortable playing international football, started to feel great, got the move to Sunderland, and everything had gone so quickly in an upward spiral, and I didn't particularly like living in Sunderland at the time, because I felt as though, and I've something that I spoke about as well, where I feel as though that everyone wanted a piece of you the whole time. I felt as though you couldn't have your own space. You went out for a dinner, you went out for a coffee, went out for a beer, whatever you were doing, it just felt as though that everything was on top of you, and I wasn't maybe prepared for that. So I got maybe a year down the line, I wasn't playing well, and I just thought, I'm going to try and have a crack to try and change things. And
did you do other stuff as well as seeing a psychologist, or was it just that was like, I'm going to see
working on the training ground as well and things like that, trying to maybe work on your own individual, working working with one of the coaches, working on little things which might not necessarily have helped me because you maybe are overthinking things. It's maybe then you're going to see a psychologist then to try to correct the things that you're actually thinking too much about, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it was one of those where you can't. I can get what Rory's saying, but when you start to say it openly, you start to think, well, I'm starting to think too much. I'm actually reading the chimp paradox and all that.
Yeah.
It starts to just maybe I felt as though for me, as I said, it didn't work because I felt as though I was overthinking everything.
Yeah.
And it was only my last season at Sunderland when I actually felt as though I was showing some consistent form. We play well, we get relegated, so it kind of goes out the window anyway. So. There you go.
The last few people who've talked about the chimp paradox, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and there was somebody else. Team Sky have been using it as well. It's like, oh, sorry, and Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool just around the time of the slip.
Well, they had the what's the lad who?
Steve Peters.
Steve Peters. He was in at Liverpool working with them for a long time with Gerrard, wasn't he?
Well, pick somebody who's like, you know, working with Steph Curry and maybe Jordan Spieth. That's what I'd be looking for. Somebody who's just got a better track record, a recent track record. Not that, you know, it's bad or anything.